I think it's a wonderful opportunity for us to learn about what the Boston-Haifa connection has been doing, especially in building bridges between Israel Jewry and diaspora Jewry.
לילדים שלנו מאוד חשוב לחבר אותם לזהות היהודית, לעמיות היהודית שלהם, להביא אותם לקהילה בבוסטון ולהיות עם בית ספר שהוא מקביל וילדים ולשמוע לעולם של האחד מול השני ולהתחבר.
Totally secular Israeli background, third generation kibbutznik, then a few summer camps, few delegations, few birthright groups, and here I am, a Reform rabbi in Israel.
This is the first time that the Haifa-Boston Connection actually doing such a huge conference, international conference, Jewish education, Jewish identity, Jewish renewal in Haifa, and we actually celebrate the relationship between the Jewish community in Boston and Haifa.
We began to set the tone for what we wanted to do, which was a revolution of Jewish learning and Jewish education and Jewish identity that would affect our people in Boston and the people here in Haifa. And Haifa was a great place to do this, because in Haifa there's no fear of the idea of religion.
The best thing happened to my city, the Boston-Haifa partnership. It's unique. It was never doubled in one Jewry, not in this capacity and not in this depth. And this is very important. It's extremely important nowadays.
So Issachar is a tribe, a Jewish Israeli tribe of scholars, and Zebulun is a tribe of business people, and they share the benefit of knowledge. I'm using this metaphor to think about different partnerships. Agnon, that we'll read now, that you have the text in Hebrew and English, was thinking about the partnership between secular Jews in the 40s and 50s, maybe 30s and 40s and 50s in Jerusalem. בעולם שבאת משם, חייך, מניין היו, how did you make a living? אמר להם, אח היה לי, וזבולון שמו, ועשה עימי שותפות. הוא יושב לחוף ימים, ויוצא לפרקמטיה, הוא מסתכר ונותן לתוך פי, ואני יושב ועוסק בתורה.
You think about 30 years of a Boston-Haifa partnership, and you have to think, what are the things that come out of that history? All of those different pieces that have contributed to get to where you are now, and that generate some kind of commitment.
What we thought would be interesting to talk about here today is...
I wanted to add as the American side is that you might ask, well, why are the Americans involved in this conversation?
So the British model, which is established religion, and no one can question that Britain is a liberal democracy.
Authentic and relevant to secular Jewish Israel is something that is essential.
Is that you can take risks, you can take chances if you're working with the right institutions, and you can do the limit, sky's the limit in terms of what you want to create.
The fact that they sang together, the fact that they heard Megillah together, and the fact that they visit each other in their homes, it makes a connection. So it's kind of a bridging. It's a step.
You have to figure out whether the land and the people and the culture and the language is something that works for you.
That was the first time when somebody told me in the class, you're Jewish. And then I realized that I'm Jewish. I started to search for somebody like me.
Is there anything that we can learn from each other around adult Jewish learning or collaborate?
They have to know who they are, from where they're coming.
Some people ask me to find some connection to find the family history.
I told them to come.
Like in בית התפוצות?
ילד אמריקאי וגדל להיות נער וסטודנט ואזרח שהוא קודם כל אמריקאי ואחר כך הוא אולי גם קצת יהודי. ובתוך כל החיפוש העצמי של הילד היהודי נכנס גם הילד הישראלי.
כדי להרגיש עם אתה צריך להיות קודם כל קהילה. זאת המטרה הראשונה. זה לא לעשות לעצמנו רק לתוך ביתנו, אלא ליצור לישראלים הרגשה שהם חלק ממשהו גדול מהם. זה לא רק ה-personal connection שלי למה שאני עושה, אלא מה ה-community collective שלי. והחלק השלישי שבעיניי הוא השלם, זה איך ביחד אנחנו יכולים לחזק את מדינת ישראל. כי אין מה לעשות, אנחנו שם ועדיין הלב פה.
Jewish identity, it's a very important thing even here in Israel.
An experience that leads to love of the Jewish people is critical, not teachable. It has to be experienced in some kind of a way. Maybe it's by being with another bunch of people on a trip, because you experience them differently in a different way, however it is.